Good evening. It is 6 o'clock. It's 6:30. Wow, the time is flying. Goodness. All right, well, the market ended at 3, and I am editing now at 6:30. Call me lazy. Call me what you will. I almost forgot. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Please do not replicate the things you see, because if you do, that would be financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Anyway, let's continue. Anyway, so let's talk about today. I'm going to show you my screen recording of the positions and how the market moved today. I can show you now. This is the whole market. And I'm going to tell you about some positions that I got on. So before I show you how I purchased the contracts and where it went, we'll talk about it real quick. I'll make it fast. All right. So today the market opened up at 303.22, and this is the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF Trust. This is a ETF that follows the S&P 500, so we call it SPY or SPIDER. Anyway, so the SPY opened up here at 303 this morning. Took a pretty big dip. I watched the dip, waited for a second dip. We got in around here at 302.22, I believe. And I bought the first contract, actually bought two contracts, but I got a specific strike price. So I purchased the first contract today. It was a 305 contract. I got two of them at $38 a piece. So I spent $76 and let that ride out. So we had a little upward momentum. We gained a little bit of profit. We pulled back and then continued to pull back throughout the rest of the day. So Jay Powell had his conference, and apparently the market took it bad. So we ran down. We hit a bottom. We've had a previous bottom like this before. Had some growth. We were almost break even on our money. But when we got down here, I got into another position. Actually, I think we hit here with this 301.18. So on previous supports, I've seen 301 before, so I was figuring this was going to be a good support. So I purchased another contract. I got a 303 call. I paid $82 for it. I was anticipating this bounce that happened right here to run up to 303, which that would have been a really good position. Anyway, it didn't happen. It didn't happen within the first hour. So all the way up here at 10:30, we're still selling off. We come here and we meet another support line. Now, I've registered into this support line on another chart that I have, and I was anticipating to continue moving up from here. We didn't, so I continued to hold the position. Now, I wasn't 100% sure. I knew if we hit the 298 mark, which is a significant support line, that we would have had some really massive price strength at the end of the day, which I was hoping it would have been here. It didn't happen until the last 154, last hour of the day. So this actually saved us, and it would have significantly saved us if I would have hung out for literally 5 more minutes. We would have had a super lucrative day, but I didn't, and that's how the cookie crumbles. But let's get into it. So I'm going to show you the option chart, all right? So and show you some of my positions. I'm still holding a position on Facebook. This position does not expire until June 12th. We're down on it. We're down $64 on it, but we're going to hold it because we got time. I'm holding another contract. I'm actually holding 6 contracts for 315 that expire on June 3rd, and that's also on the SPY. I still feel really bearish about the bullish. Sorry, I still feel very bullish about the market, and I really believe this is going to get up there. I'm actually going to try and get out of that position Monday. So regardless if we're at a loss or we're at a gain, midday Monday, I will try and get out of that trade, and you will get to see it happen because I will be doing this again on Monday. Anyway, these were our contracts. We got the 303. So you can see here where it is actually $260 for that contract now. I got out of it too early, but profit is profit. You take your profit. So I sold my contract for $145, and it continued running up to 268. That would have been another substantial gain today. And my other contract, the two contracts that I was holding, I sold those for $10. So $20 I recouped from the 76. But those ended up running up to $72. So that would have been $144 I would have got off of that. So that would have been $280 of P&L today, which I didn't get. We actually ended up getting out with $5. But win's a win. Being red on the day is bad. Being green on the day is good, regardless if it's $1 or $1,000. Always, always take your profits. All right, so let me show you some screen recording. I'll flip through it pretty fast. I'll break down what I did to get into the trade. We'll talk about how things moved when Trump talked today, and then show you how I got out and how I watched getting out. And I'm actually going to show you how I got into the position, the first position today, with the cell phone. All right, so the computer's being ultra laggy. I'm going to switch over to the cell phone view so you can see what this looks like, and we're going to buy a contract on the phone, because for me it's easier. Alright, and here are the contracts. We're looking at the 302. We're going to do a 302 call. So on the left side here we're at 162, 160, 158, 161, and we're going to purchase the 302 call. You know what? We're going to get the 303. We get the 303. I should probably get the 304. $60. We could probably get two of those. Man, we could actually get two of the 305s. I think maybe we should try and do that. Let's get two. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do two of the 305s. They're trading at $35 right now. So we're going to click that. As you can see it highlighted, it turned green. We're going to trade the ask right now. We're going to get the ask at 38. Okay. We're going to select two of these contracts, not 12, two. And we're going to buy. Did we get filled? Yes. We were filled. How much settled cash do we have? We still have $100. Alright. So, going back onto the cell phone. Still have $100. We're going to get this 303. We're going to get one of those. Ask is at 80. We're filled at 82. Could have very well been a very poor decision.
This was a plain violation of Beijing's treaty obligations with the United Kingdom in the Declaration of 1984 and explicit provisions of Hong Kong's basic law. It has 27 years to go. The Chinese government's move against Hong Kong is the latest in a series of measures that are diminishing the city's long-standing and very proud status. This is a tragedy for the people of Hong Kong, the people of China, and indeed the people of the world.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. That got wrecked. We were positive in the money again, and then boom, Trump started speaking. Killed it. He killed the market. Okay, so he didn't actually kill the market, but it definitely went down quite a bit. Maybe 20 minutes later, he finished his speech and what his plans are to do with China. I mean, I didn't really listen much after that because man, we were up there, we were gaining some momentum, and it went away. So, but I mean, we held, like, because this is actually where it dropped to is a fantastic spot to try and get back in. So I'm gonna cut over to where we started going up and how we sold out. The man stopped talking, and we went positive. Not sure where this is going to go, but we're going to close this order here. Oh, goodness, don't lock me out. Got to do it fast. We're at $1. We're at 303. We're up $9. Where are we going here? Okay, at this point, the market started moving up, and I was looking for a spot to bounce. So that blue line I have on the screen there is the support line I drew in the morning. I was hoping we would stay above that for the majority of the day, and that we would actually do what's happening right now, that the stock price would hit that blue line. This is a previous gap from several days ago, and typically when we hit these gaps and it creates a support, as in the stock price won't drop below it, the stock price starts to climb. So I was really on the edge here, trying to make sure that we didn't get too far under the blue line. If we didn't get under the blue line, we were going to get some upward momentum and get out of this contract. So if you watch, maybe I'll speed it up here a little bit, we end up getting out of that contract.
Strawberry and lemon.
And we end up getting out of that contract at 148, I believe. It was 148. That's super tasty. My son brought me out an icy that he made. Oh my god, and it had a lot of sugar in it. So anyway, it's going up. I'm trying to follow the price as it goes up. Now, we almost got out at $1, so we almost sold it for $100, and we just kept riding it up. Right where I sold ended up being the top. It pulled back, and then later continued to run up, and then ended up actually hitting the 306 I was anticipating after hours. So like I said before, if I would have held the second contract, which was the 305, that would have been $1 in the money, and I could have sold those two contracts for $70 a piece. But I didn't. Hindsight's 20/20. Anyway, I guess that's it. You've seen where we were on the accounts. We were up $5 on the day. It could have been significantly more, and it wasn't. But we still have money to trade with. So coming into the next trading week, starting Monday, we're going to try and close that 315 position. I'm anticipating that we're going to have a gap up over this weekend, and we should be close to 310 by open on Monday. My luck, we'll hit 310 over the weekend, and it'll end up gapping back down Sunday night. But we'll see. Anyway, we should have $180 to trade with on Monday, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. And just in case you're wondering, I'll leave a link in the description, or maybe even in the comments, for your chance to get into Webull. Sign up and deposit $100, and you'll get a free stock. And I will too, and it'll be super awesome. Anyway, have a great night.